Hey, what's good? Coach Mark with Journeyman Fitness, and I'm here today with a real quick video going through a couple of aspects of our personal training here at Journeyman Fitness. We have a couple of programs here, and I want to clarify the difference between the personal training program, and I've written down a couple of notes, as well as what we've got with our CrossFit classes, our boot camp, and then what is our nutrition. Our nutrition curriculum, and then also I'm going to answer a couple of common questions people have when they come in for a consultation. So if you're watching this video, hopefully you're a little interested in personal training, right? You have some concerns, you have some goals, you have a history of trying to get healthy, and then maybe this program really sounds like something that would resonate with you. And so let's go over kind of a few things that I think really separates the program we have here at Journeyman Fitness from somewhere else, including a lot of gyms that are very cheap, I would say. $20 a month, $40 a month. Why would you come here? What are you getting? And what can you expect over like 3, 6, or 12 months here? So with personal training here, we're talking about a personal relationship with a trainer, a personal curriculum for you to follow, and then obviously a very kind of goal-oriented and results-oriented programming for you. So as you come in and say, hey Mark, I'm interested in personal training, I need to lose weight, I'm not feeling strong, my doctor told me I need to have better core strength, whatever it is, we come in here and that's where we start from. We start from a goal-oriented approach. Where are you starting from? Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself in 12 months? If we had a perfect program. And then also, what is holding you back from getting there yourself? Is it a knowledge? Is it a mindset? Is it maybe you're coming back from surgery? Or maybe you have a medical thing, maybe you have, you're getting over maybe a transplant, maybe you're very overweight and you're restricted in some movement. Whatever it is, we want to meet you halfway, and we want to educate you and give you the tools to be strong and to improve and to achieve these goals. And then from those things, right, where are you beginning, what are your goals, and then what is also motivating you, we're going to take a kind of a big, broad approach to your workout plan, okay? We like to call these the pillars of health. These are the things that we think about, and these are the things that we bring into your plan. So you're not just coming in for, hey, let's do some bench press or single leg, deadlifts, or hey, we're going to do a lot of stretching today, or whatever it is. We want to think about it holistically. What are you doing here in the gym? What are you doing outside of the gym? How are you recovering? How are you managing work? Have you been having a pretty crap time at work? People have been sending you nasty emails. You've got a big project coming up. That is going to affect how you perform here in the gym. So we need to think of this as a big picture. So our pillars of health are training, right? What are you doing for food? How much are you eating? What are you eating? What is the timing? How are you supplementing your life, right? What kind of deficiencies can we fix? And then also, what are you doing for recovery, and what are you doing for stress management? So if you're constantly stressed, it's going to be difficult to lose weight. If you're working out here for an hour, and then the other 16 hours that you're awake, you're basically sitting down all day and kind of locked into a real bad posture, then are you going to feel great in 2 days when you come back? Are you going to be locked in, right? So when you come in, these are the things we're going to think about, and then also we're going to come up with a syllabus for how can we attack these things and give you a plan to holistically get you better, okay? Sometimes you're going to be really great at training, but you have never thought about the food that you've put into your system. Or maybe, just taking a simple daily multivitamin is the low-hanging fruit that's going to give you success, right? This is the big plan. We've shown it with a lot of clients that we've had. This is basically, kind of bar none, the approach that you need to take with personal training. All right? So when you come in, you say, all right, Mark, I'm interested in this personal training. We're going to come in with when are you coming in, how frequently, what is your nutrition plan? And we generally have a curriculum we call either the Takedown Challenge or the Takedown Lifestyle. And then also, what are we doing as far as supplementing your lifestyle, as well as what are we doing to recover? All right. A couple of questions that we normally get with that, and I've got a couple of notes down here. So do I have to be in shape to begin this program? And the answer is absolutely not. First off, you have to start somewhere. And a lot of people think that if they come into this gym and it looks intimidating, or it looks overwhelming, or people are way more in shape than they are, then that mindset is going to stop them from really seeing any progress. And what we see us as is someone who's going to accelerate and optimize your own progress and improvement in your health and fitness, right? If you started getting, healthy in your basement by doing something, yeah, that may see some change, but in reality, you could be stagnant after 3-4 weeks. You could be, you could get bored and then stop after 3-4 weeks, right? And kind of pick it up as like, old high school relationship, on and off, boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing. Or you could just be doing something that's just way too intense, too often, and there's zero recovery time. So coming in here, this is something where you can get an outside perspective, someone who can look at you and say, listen, based upon these factors and what you've told me, this is what I recommend, this is where we can get you successful, and then also we can make sure that you're working out not just for the next 3 months, but that you're working out for the next 20 years, right? This becomes a lifestyle. All right, another thing I usually see is, like I said, people come in, oh my God, this looks really intense, I don't think this is for me. One of the benefits with personal training is this customized plan, right? What you see here at the gym, in what you see other people doing, is exactly that. It's what other people are doing. Your plan should be customized to you, right? Particularly with this, premium program that you've got. I mean, you've got a holistic look at your health and your fitness and where you're at. When you come in, it may look like, oh my God, what's that person doing? I couldn't possibly do that. But don't think that, you're just going to get tossed into the fire. We want to ease you in. We want to make sure that this becomes a lifestyle and that you're working out for the next 20 years, not for the next week. We're not trying to impress you with how hard our workouts are. Our goal is to give you actionable steps, giving you a plan, giving you a progression for you to get stronger, get healthier, get fit, and move better. All right? Another question I usually get is, what happens if I don't want to commit for that long. What happens if something happens, like in 6 months or 7 months or whatever? So this one's a little bit more kind of nuanced. A lot of people are kind of worried about, all right, I want to see results, but I don't want to make a commitment for the next year or the next 3 months or the next whatever, okay? The reality is you must actually make a commitment to yourself, right? And obviously there's the nervousness of, will I be successful, right? How can you guarantee my success? And the thing is, when you make that commitment for 3 or 6 or 12 months or 2 years or 20 years, right? Really what you're telling yourself is, no matter what, no matter the setbacks, no matter, I am going to progress towards my goals. So you coming in and saying, listen, I'm committing to a program that's going to last for 3, 6, or 12 months. Really, that's more of an agreement for you, to yourself, to tell yourself like, hey, I can do this, okay? Anything less than that, some sort of 2-week or 3-week or whatever, the only thing that really is a start. That period of time is not enough for habits to really take hold and for you to see some change in your body. So you have to commit to a longer period of time than, like a weekend or a 3-day thing, or it's got to be big, right? This is your life you're talking about. All right. Now let's talk about one more question that I usually get, and that is, I really want to try your program, but there's a cheaper place or cheaper thing that I could do somewhere else. Why should I come to you? And so generally what they're talking about is like a video program, or like a $20 gym a month or something like that. And the point that I really want to make is, there's plenty of people who have paid $20 a month, right? And basically had a membership to a gym and said, yeah, I go to a gym, but in reality, are you going to that gym, right? How many times have you been there in the last couple of weeks or the last couple of months? So in reality, if you've never been to the gym in the last year, but you've paid the $20 every single month, how expensive has that gym really been? You've gotten nothing out of it. But maybe you have gone to that gym. So let's talk about the other thing. Maybe you have gone to the gym and you've paid that money and you've gone in and you've read Muscle and Fitness and you've done your 3 sets of 10 of bench press and then did some pec deck and some curls and crunches and all that stuff. Do you feel like you're really getting the results, right? Who is bouncing ideas off of you? Who is kind of tailoring the program to you? Who is talking to you about, hey, now that you've kind of achieved some goals, where are we going next? How are you still motivated, right? That's the difference between a personal trainer and going to a cheap option, right? It's really about efficiency. It's about time spent. It's about getting your results quicker. It's like, hey, I want to make a lot of money through investments. Do I just do research online, or am I going to save a lot of time by going to a financial advisor? So the real question you got to ask yourself is, if I commit to myself, if I give myself 6 months or 12 months on this program, what am I getting out of this? How much faster am I going to get to these results versus flailing along by myself, or maybe trying the same program that's not really gotten you where you want to go again, right? What's the cost of frustration, or what's the cost of, kind of pulling your hair out or getting off the wagon or whatever it is. So when you're thinking about a personal training program, when you're talking about kind of making yourself better in the next 12 months or whatever, really ask yourself, can I commit to myself? How bad do I want these results? And am I willing to be honest with myself about how I'm going to get there? So I really hope that this video was valuable to you, and I answered a bunch of questions. It kind of showed you the progression of what you're going to get when you sign up for this program. I'm really excited to talk with you. Please reach out to us. I want to be a resource. I want to educate and empower people to live their best life and not just survive it. So thanks for listening. This is Mark Roberts with Journeyman Fitness.